I have to admit, when I first heard that I'd be introducing Mike Keiser, I really wondered how in just a few minutes I could sum up what he built, which is turning a foggy, windy, remote stretch of the Oregon coast into what many now consider the ultimate pilgrimage destination for golfers. But before I begin, I do want to share that Tim Boyle really wishes he could be here today. As an avid golfer himself, Tim has tremendous respect for what Mike has accomplished, not just for the game of golf, but for the state of Oregon. Tim also made the point, and he made this several times to me, that this award for Mike could also be called the Perseverance Award, which I'll explain later. Because what Mike built did not come easily at all. Now just think about the challenges we face in Oregon to build structure. The permits, the reviews, the layers of approval, and frankly, with very little help along the way. Now multiply that by a factor of many, because a project like this does not involve one permit. It involves dozens across city, county, state, and federal agencies. Along with environmental studies, coastal reviews, and intense public scrutiny, all of this has to align before you even begin. Now, I think most of us would probably look at this process and really decide it's not worth it. But Mike leaned in and kept going, waiting 4 years just to get through approvals to begin building his vision. But what was the vision? It was to create Bandon Dunes. And what began in the early 90s as a bold idea on a remote stretch of coastline, an investment in something far from certain, rooted in his passion for the game of golf, rather than an economic certainty. At Bandon Dunes, for those of you who have been there are no homes lining the fairways that you can sell to make profit, which means the economics are very different from those of a typical golf course. Instead, Mike stayed true to a simple idea: build something great, stay authentic to the game, and trust that people will come if the experience is exceptional. It's kind of a classic: if you build it, they will come. And they have. Today, Bandon Dunes is one of the premier golf destinations in the world. It draws visitors from across the globe. It generates real economic impact. It supports hundreds of direct jobs, along with many more across the region, including the caddies who help define what makes this experience so memorable. In fact, Bandon Dunes is the largest private employer in Coos County. It's a remarkable outcome for what began as a vision on a remote stretch of coastline, and the scale of that impact is tangible. With over 600 caddies working at the resort, and even that is not enough to meet the incredible demand of golfers from across the world. So what started as a bold bet has become something much bigger, a place that's put Oregon on the global map and created opportunity for so many people along the way. That combination of vision, perseverance, and long-term impact is exactly what this award represents. So thank you, Mike, for your vision, your persistence, and the impact you've created for your community and for the entire state of Oregon.